Alright, Dolphins fans, how we doing? So, Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock again. We got the Browns in town this day. And our good old friend, the Brisket, Jacoby Brissett. We're going to be going up against him. So it'll be interesting to see how our defense plays when we kind of know who he is, his tendencies and whatnot. The Dolphin defense. What are we going to do here today, guys? This has been one of the most maddening, inconsistent groups of all of football. They look like world beaters for a quarter, and then they look like the '87 Dolphins defense for a couple of quarters. You never know what you're going to get. I know what you're going to need, and that is turnovers, because it's a bend, don't break type of deal. And, you know, look, we've won a few in a row. We've won 3 in a row now. Now you're trying to get over that hump and get to 4 in a row, get to 7-3. It puts us in a different caliber of team. Those types of things are never easy. And if there's any team that can screw it up at this point in the season, it is the Dolphins. They are known and prone to lose the game. You really should. That's the one game you shouldn't have lost. And if you look back at the end of this season and they don't make the playoffs somehow, you would look at games like this. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't remember what I said in my article, so I'm going to go with a different score. Let's go with 31-16 Miami. Let's give this one a little bit of distance, especially in the second half. We could do without the heart attacks, all right? We could definitely do without the Browns having the ball at the end of the game, needing a score, and possibly being able to win. I'm not interested in that. Let's get ahead early, put this team to sleep, and then get out of this game healthy. All right, we want to see how it goes. All right, so 17-7 Dolphins at the half. It didn't look so good to start the game. Cleveland ran the opening kickoff back about 40 yards. And then the first play of the game, they got like a 30 or 40 yard pass. And a couple of plays later, it was 7-0 Cleveland. And you're like, it's not good. It's not good. But our offense, we got a good offense. Tua is making some ridiculously on-target throws to Waddle, to Hill, the touchdown to Sherfield. I mean, I never saw Dan Marino make a better pass than that throw and catch from Tua to Sherfield. The defense has settled things down. We've had a couple of sacks. We forced a Chubb fumble that we recovered. They've settled, so they look good. The offensive line has given Tua plenty of times. He hasn't even really been touched. I don't think he's been on the ground, not that I've seen. And I like this guy Wilson Jr. that we picked up running the ball. I liked Mostert, but I always kind of felt like he was slow to hit the hole. Like you'd see a hole and you'd think he's going to break something, but he's just a little bit too slow to the hole, where Wilson just is a one cut and boom, and he's going, and he's almost broken at like 3 of them today. He's almost broke all the way. I think he's going to get one today. So we look good. Meanwhile, Buffalo is shredding the Vikings, so no good news there. But it looks like we're on our way to 7-3. Let's finish this off. All right, Dolphin fans. Well. This level of excitement that you see is not for the fact that we just wiped the floor with the Browns. We were streaming the game, and when the Dolphins started taking a knee, we decided, why don't we just keep streaming through the rest of the Bills-Vikings game? That was an hour and 15 minutes ago, and boy, did we just have a blast, an absolute blast, and the Dolphins are in first place. Dolphins are in first place. There's nothing else that you can say about it. You can say, well, kind of this and kind of that, and the Jets and all you can. It's 10 games in. We're 7-3, and the Dolphins are in first place and have a shot at the top seed in the AFC. And I didn't say East. I said AFC, because we have a shot at the top seed in the AFC, people. Okay, now, as far as the Dolphin game is concerned, I've forgotten the Dolphin game. What we just witnessed. You've all watched it. If you watched the end of the game, you know what I'm saying. The Dolphins have found themselves a running game. That's for sure. I love this guy Wilson Jr. I can't believe we just snatched him for a 5th round pick. I don't know what the 49ers were thinking, but thank you. Tua is throwing darts onto dimes out there. I've not seen a guy make throws like that. And I grew up watching Marino, and I'm not calling Tua Marino, But Marino did a lot of chucking it up to Duper and Clayton that made some fantastic catches. And Tua kind of has Hill and Waddle doing the same thing. But some of his timing routes that he's throwing to guys before they're out of their break, and you just can't stop that. It's a beautiful thing. The defense, the addition of Chubb has made a huge difference. Now, he only had the 1 sack today, but he's opening up lanes for Wilkins and for Ingram. They shared a couple of sacks at least a couple of times today, so that's made a tremendous difference. And really the only problem is Jason Sanders sucks now, okay? I know we got a field goal, but he missed 2 extra points. But hey, look, beggars can't be choosers, but come playoff time, those field goals are just going to matter, okay? And you got to stop screwing around with, missing kicks there, Sanders. But I'm not going to complain too much because the Dolphins are 7-3. We're in first place. We'll take it, okay? I don't care how it comes. There's a lot of football left to be played. Absolutely no doubt about that. All 4 teams in the AFC East could make the playoffs. The Jets are not out of the top seed race either, okay? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a dogfight the rest of the way. I like our chances. But if we were going to have, if we were going to have any chance at winning the division, Buffalo needed to lose this game. And Allen throws an interception when it looks like they at least have the tie wrapped up and they're going for the touchdown to try to win the game. They got a little bit greedy. I don't know where he was throwing the ball, but we're going to have some highlights out on the channel from the stream because we had a good time. Matthias was there with us. So for everybody who watches the Panthers and was disappointed that we didn't get a live, we are going to overtime for the Panthers while he was here. We got a live, we were going to overtime for the Bills and the Vikings, and he was there on the couch for us. So we had a great time. All right. Voice is done. Throat is done. That was way too long, but it was too much fun to turn it off. Dolphins win. They're in first place. We'll have some highlights up over the next couple of days. I take Matthias back to the airport tomorrow, so I'm not sure how much content will be out tomorrow, but look for stuff over the course of the week. Appreciate all support. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. Let's get some football people. If you're watching the videos and you're enjoying it, hit that subscribe button. I can see which videos are gaining subscribers, so I haven't seen anybody subscribe because of the football stuff. So I'd appreciate it if somebody could throw me a hip thrust of the subscribe button to just show, yeah, I want to watch the football content. All right. Dolphins win. Dolphins in first place. Bills lose. It's a beautiful thing. I keep wanting to end it with saying 2 points, but it's the wrong sport, dude.